Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is going to be specifically a general reading directly from your ancestors, okay? I have also been called to do ancestor messages for all the zodiac signs, so any other placements that you may have, like your moon, your ascending sign, there will be messages within the ancestor messages that will also resonate and pertain to you. So be on the lookout for that. I may just do it for like a week and see how I feel. So let me call in my spiritual team at this time. And I also want you guys to sink into the energy of this reading. Let me turn my it's an oil burner. It comes with like a light. Hold on. Okay. So let me call in my team at this time. Mother, Father, God, with your authority, please allow me to be a vessel for the Piscean collective here. Thank you so very much for allowing me to be a vessel of divine wisdom and light to relay clear and concise messages to all of those here on my channel. Archangel Michael, please put light of protection around me and all of those watching this reading at this time. Archangel Gabriel, please step forward so I may have an extra boost of being able to hear, feel, sense clear and concise messages from the ancestors of the Piscean collective. Ancestors, those known and unknown of myself and the Piscean collectives, please step forward at this time. Only beings of love and light are allowed to enter this sacred space. Any spirit guides, please step forward. Ascended masters. Now I would like you also to just sink in into the energy of the reading, Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, so I do have some channeled messages, and then I'm going to be pulling from my ancestor deck as well. Was there anything I wanted to say before I begin? I don't think so. If you're new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and click the notification bell so you can be notified. Tips and donations would be greatly appreciated. I will leave all of the information for everything in the description box. Okay, so Pisces, I'm just going to read verbatim of what I channeled from your ancestors. Again, those known and unknown. These could be passed on loved ones that were here in this lifetime with you or in past lifetimes, all of it across all parallel universes, timelines. That's these ancestors that I'm calling forth, okay? So, verbatim, we love you. Call on us. It's all on you, and we see that. We see the struggles. We see the good times. We see all of it. Please invoke us and ask for our assistance in all that you do. Dig deeper into your ancestral line so you can know those who are unknown and around you at this time. So some of you have ancestors who are around you and you didn't meet them in this lifetime. So your ancestors want you to really dig deeper into your line, like I just said. There is also some type of secret or something around the gifts that you have, Pisces. They were passed down to some of you, and some of you know this relative who passed on, who passed these gifts down to you, but you aren't even aware that this loved one did this for you, because some of you haven't even tapped into that gift, and then some of you have already tapped into the gift and you know that this ancestor passed that down to you, and some of you are tapped into the gift and don't know that this ancestor passed that down to you. So now this is confirmation. And then for some of you, you don't know this relative, okay? And you don't even know that there was a relative that passed down gifts to you. And some of you haven't even tapped into your gifts. Same thing what I just said, but just, applying to those who don't even know this ancestor, this relative. Okay, so they keep saying dig deeper into your line, and those were like all caps. Like that's something that they really, really, really want you to do. And then I heard ask me. Like I do ancestor work when it comes to karmic debt, clearing generational curses, guiding you in the way that specifically your ancestors want you to go, as far as what type of debt, what type of karmic debt, what type of curses. Some of you already know these, and then some of you, you know, I help give you the tools on what to do, how to go about it, etc., contacting them as well. So I heard ask Kim, they called me Kim, to do ancestor work with you, an ancestor reading, a passed on loved one reading. Because it was like a secret. For some of you, it's a secret that, you know, they're trying to make you aware of or something. Or when the time is right, if you just learn to call on them, like they'll reveal it to you. Like they want you to tap into their energy more, create an ancestor altar. And I also have a video on, you know, how to do that, things to add in on it, etc., if you feel comfortable in doing so and moving forward with that. And then after that, I heard, you know, child, like an older, like, and this goes both ways. Either they're pointing out a child of yours that may have been really connected to this person, or they're pointing focus on your child in general, something about your child. And then for some of you, this was a passed on loved one that you knew. And he or she would say it like, child. Like in that's the way I was hearing it when I wrote it, because I put it 3 times. Some of you may have 3 children, okay, that may have never got to meet this passed on loved one, or they are able to see this passed on loved one, is what I'm channeling as well. So it's different. It's going to be different for those that it resonates with. So take what resonates, of course, and leave the rest. And then I actually heard specific dates and birthdays for those of you who knew this passed on loved one. So someone stepped forward and said, I was born in September. And then I was born March 31st. I was born May 18th. I was born August 27th. So these were specific dates that these ancestors gave me. And please, like, if these dates actually resonate, I would love to hear back from you guys, to like, just because that would be so dope. Because I actually, like I said, did hear very specific these dates. And these could even be like the child that you have was born in September, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I have 1, 2. Yeah, I have 4 different dates. I have the September, which was no date, and then I wrote child 3 times. So either this could be, now I'm channeling that, either it could be the passed on loved one's birthday, or it could be a child of yours' birthday as well. And now I'm also channeling a child that passed on. Okay. All right. And that's all for that. Okay. And now we're going to get into the messages. And some of you, since I did put the angel one on here, some of your, some or one of you, this may be just for one, passed on loved one did a lot of spiritual work when they were here. And this may even be one that you don't know from past lifetimes. They did a lot of spiritual work while they were here in the physical realm, to the point where they ascended into an actual like guardian angel of yours. Like that was one of their missions, to be that for you when they passed on. Like they were adamant about that. And now I'm hearing like they also want to be able to come back as that in the next, go around or whatever. So let's see what messages. So as I split the deck, we've got connect with water. So Pisces, some of you are very ungrounded at this time. Connect with water. This is your element. Ocean, water spirits, hydrate. Okay, drink lots and lots of water. Alkaline water, to be specific. I heard Fiji water. Okay, and some of you might even be traveling across a big body of water. to your home country or something like that, okay? And then we've got take time out, siesta, recharge, rest, okay? And some of you might be going to a spa soon, or, you know, something of that nature with a group of girls. I know this actually resonates with my own personal life. Yeah, so Spirit really wants you to connect with water and use water to be your way that you recharge. Some of you already do this, but Spirit is really saying again, like, recharge, okay? Take time out to rest and recharge, because I feel like right now your ancestors are feeling and seeing that everything is on you. And they even said that in the channeled message, like, everything is on you. We see your struggles. We see your good times, you know. Yeah, so they definitely feel like, you know, it's just time for you to take time for self, okay? And use your element to do that and be very intentional. They want you to focus more on being intentional with what you're doing and your magic, okay? Some of you may be like instilling, or your ancestors want you to start instilling like daily rituals, spiritual practices on a daily basis, because this is like that's your domain. That is what will fulfill you. Some of you, you're so spiritual, but some of you haven't really tapped into that, and it's like, you know that you're special, you know you have these gifts, but you haven't tapped into your spirituality like fully. Something is holding you back, and I feel like they're saying now it's other family members, friends, possibly even a partner. And I feel like your ancestors are fed up. That's kind of why they had me step forward and do this. Some of you may be dealing with someone named Jeremy. That name just popped up and they were like, say it. October 25th may be of significance to some of you watching. Okay, so ancestors of the Piscean collective, all placements, please step forward and show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Okay, so real quick, there's an orange rose on my TV screen. And that to me is really saying something about your yoni, your womb, your vagina, your pussy, okay? Some healing definitely needs to take place. See, without me even trying, Sisterhood of the Rose, Osset, Mary Magdalene, all of the wonderful priestesses that I work with and that have initiated me always find a way to step forward to speak to you guys, because I feel like it's definitely one of your missions here, okay? All right, so go after your goals, persist, encourage, and advance. And I just said orange, right? Sacral and root chakras are your lower chakras. And then we have Mother Earth. Reconnect with Mother Earth. That's so crazy, because I would get up and show you, but I'm not. I lit my Mother Earth little altar before coming over here. That's beautiful, and she's coming out. Plant, garden, harvest. So some of you, I feel like, come from either an Irish background or something involving fairies. So for those of you who know, I do have a fairy garden. I work with the fairies, but that's just really coming out for me. I feel like some of you also have a grandma in spirit, okay? And she's coming forward like, you need to connect with Mother Earth. That's why I was seeing like the body of water. Even though this is earth energy, the earth has water, okay? It's still a part of the earth. So going after your goals, I feel like your ancestors are saying, I know that you've been struggling as far as not so much what you want. I feel like there's some of you who know what you want, some of you who don't. But there has been some stagnated energy because of the people that you already see leaving behind. Because you see how there's one person out here and then there's all these other people behind it. See, I'm getting two different messages for this. It's some of you can already see the divide between you and your family, meaning like, you know, seeing the divide as far as you are going up and the people in your family, the people in your family are kind of, you know, you don't want to leave your family behind, but naturally it's kind of going like that. And then another message that I'm getting from this card is your ancestors, like, we have your back, you know, we've got you. Your ancestors want you to know that no matter what you go after in life, you are going to be caught by them. You will fall into their arms every single time. But you have to call on them, and you have to be very persistent. Persist, encourage, advance. Some of you might be getting an advancement in work. Some of you, yeah, like I'm seeing a lot of abundance. This is a green card, okay? Some of you know when you see butterflies, that's a sign from spirit saying hello, passed on loved one, right? Some of you may have had a passed on loved one who wore a lot of necklaces or rings, okay? And this has to do with also heart chakra. So I feel like there's also some of you who, you're ungrounded because of your past. There's something from your past that is kind of like not holding you back, but keeping you stagnant. Like stability, lack of a safe place. You weren't given the luxury of chasing your goals and going after your goals straight out of high school, or having that foundation to where you could. So it's like they want you to do the opposite of what you've known to be. You've been discouraged, right, from your goals, and you know, you keep trying, but failure is a sign that you're actually giving effort. And I feel like connect with Mother Earth also, and your ancestors want you to know that if you just put forth effort and you persist, that they will meet you halfway, and they will meet you 10 steps. When you take one step towards something, they will meet you 10 steps. So that's the law of attraction, okay? I feel as though, like I said, you felt discouraged in the recent past. So they want you to feel encouraged. Encourage yourself. Be around and stay around other people who encourage you, not ones who discourage you. And those who, like, energy is very powerful. And if you are around people of the opposite of what you're doing, it's like poison. It's like it spreads. You know, it's not good. Like they say, you are the company that you keep. And I feel like, you know, your ancestor, she's kind of like, well, like, I know you don't want to let go of certain people, places, and things, but you've got to. That's what's going to not keep you free, but get you to freedom and flying and being advanced in whatever it is. Like, some of you are being advanced in your career, your job. Some of you are diving deep into your dreams and your goals. It says go after goals, make a vision board, okay? And get like a calendar book. I know for me, I don't know where I would be without my calendar book that I can like write in and write down. Like, get focused, get organized. This is what they want from you, okay? They want you to reap the benefits of your harvest. They want you to get grounded. They want you to, some of you love to garden. Some of you love to plant. I'm hearing money tree. Some of you may own a money tree, or they want you to get a money tree to help manifest money into your life, abundance into your life, okay? You know, plants are very powerful. When you talk to your plants and you rub them and you love them, you see them flourish. And they give you that wisdom back. It's like when you have plants or pets, that's a natural offering that you're just giving. Like, because for those of you in the spiritual community, you know, like if you work with a deity or, you know, your ancestors and whatnot, you give offerings. So when you own a pet or some type of plant, that's like a natural offering. And I feel like a lot of you want to become more vegan. A lot of you want like a lot of greenery within your home, even if it's not actual real plants, because you've kind of already tried with that and you're like, I don't have that much of a green thumb, but I love the way like the botanical looks in my home. Like you're starting to become, your ancestors are seeing you become more of who you truly are to the core. Like you're finally settling down into the energy of you and what you are, making your home your sanctuary, making your entire life your sanctuary, you know. And then we've got clear your mind at the bottom of the deck. Be present, focus, and embrace. Yes. So I feel like, again, I said focus earlier. Your ancestors want you to remain focused and diligent. Wow, we've got earth magic. I was going to say that too. So a lot of earth energy. Some of you may have family members who are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay. Some of you may have children with these placements. Take it how it resonates, of course. And be present in the moment. So they want you to be present. That way you can see, hear, and feel them. Okay? I love using earth magic. Like I said, I work with the fairies. So we've got nature, rituals, and charms. I'm hearing like protection amulets, okay? And then nature spirits are right at the bottom. Everything is flowing from the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like you come from some type of lineage. Fairies are right here. Look. Oh, fairies, elves. I said that with the connect with Mother Earth. Thank you, Spirit. So some of you come from a certain lineage of priestesses as well, like Avalon, or some type of lineage of priestesses, okay? You may have even been a fairy in a past life, and some of you may have dreams where you fly a lot. I know I do. I have so many dreams where I'm flying. I feel like some of you also are lacking community, are lacking support when it comes to your spiritual practice, your emotional, mental, spiritual, physical. You're lacking community. And that's what I am trying to build here on my channel, community. And I already said here that I'm going to be doing Sisterhood of the Rose things. I haven't yet, but there are going to be Sisterhood of the Rose initiations and things that I'm going to be doing on my channel for free. Okay? This is just very valuable knowledge, so I have to put a price on things because it takes time, energy, focus, and I know my worth. So I feel like that's also a message from your ancestors. You have to know your worth. Some of you have battled with self-worth for a very long time, since childhood. There's a lot of heart chakra energy, a lot of green, money. Some of you were born into a family with a poverty mindset, okay? You've got to rewire some stuff. Your chakras need tending to. I feel like your upper chakras and your lower chakras are kind of out of balance, because what came through earlier, I said sacral chakra, right? Root chakra, which is grounding. So yeah, so this is nature twice, nature 3 times, nature, spirit, fairies. So yeah, definitely, you know, when we belief goes a long way, and I say that a lot here on my channel. All you have to do is believe, and truly believe, and you will see magic unfold in your life. Like, I cannot stress to you how much magic and beauty and clarity and just unreal things have came about in the last 3 to 4 years within my life, within my own personal life. The things that I've seen, the things I've witnessed, the things that I always knew were real. But, you know, society, if you go around saying like, oh, I work with fairies, or it's not the normal talk. It's not the normal, it's not your everyday conversation. You know, not everybody is tapped into that certain frequency, okay? And I feel like that's what that's what I was saying when you're lacking community. And that's also kind of getting you back in that old energy of discouraging you from your dreams. I feel like a lot of you want to just step out and fully rely on spirit, go nomad, go chase the fucking adventure of life. Excuse my language. Chase the adventure of life and be free the way that you feel Spirit is calling you to be free, but you are afraid of judgment, okay? I feel like a lot of you have been called a lot lately. It just got quiet and loud. So there's also some of you who have little ones, and they are like rainbow children, crystal children, the golden children, the new souls. Because there's like little elves and fairies and stuff in this picture. And I feel like they see them, they connect with them. So when you start doing research, for those of you who, you know, this resonates with, when you start doing research as far as fairies are concerned, there's a lot of resources out there that, you know, make fairies look scary and things like, use discernment, okay? I know for me, naturally, I didn't just go start looking, I didn't just go start looking for fairies, okay? My grandmother is Irish and Scottish, so I naturally, she kind of drew me to that lifestyle, that, and not even just her, but I remember being as a kid, and some of you may have done this, I was actually brought back to my childhood and reminded that I had a crystal club. And, you know, they say fairies and elves and things like that are in like they stay around rocks, boulders, like the gnomes and things like that. Certain types of fairies, they stay around rocks and stuff, and they like shiny things. So I used to go around, me and my brothers, we would go around in the neighborhood and break huge boulder rocks, and on the inside it would be crystallized. I know in the state that I live in, we mainly have a lot of quartz crystals, and that is the master healer of all crystals. So when I came into working with crystals, doing my Reiki, doing energy healing, it was like my life was going at a whole, like, it was like my life was spinning around and going back to the past, you know, going back to childhood. That's what Spirit and your ancestors are also saying. You need to connect with your inner child. This type of energy is you embracing your inner child and looking to your children to help see your inner child. And that, I feel like for a lot of you, that's already happening. That type of energy is already seeping in your inner child. That child is screaming out for your attention. I know for me personally, God, your ancestors really want me to talk a lot about myself and my story, because I really haven't here, and I really need to. But I know for myself that I've been doing a lot of inner child work. Like, I even have a root chakra journal that is, you know, solely based around security, safety, stability, you know, all of that. And it's me connecting with that little girl who went through trauma, went through so many things. And like, I've cried and I've purged and I've, you know, connected with her. And also through my daughter, because I see me in my daughter. So some of you may have little girls. For those women watching, okay, she is you, you are her, okay? Tap into that inner child energy, okay? Your inner child wants you to notice them, needs your attention very, very strongly, okay? And fairies and crystals and things like that, that is going to be something that without a doubt will help you in nature, period. You know, getting dirty, playing in the dirt, playing in the grass, like getting connected to your true essence. This is how we started out thousands and thousands of years ago, okay? We weren't all cooped up in the crib, in the house. Like, we were outside connecting with the beautiful Mother Gaia, the beautiful Mother Earth, which sustains us. I feel like you have some ancestors who are deeply connected to the land, like deeply connected to the land. I was channeling something while I was talking. Oh, what was it? I kind of want to read the fairies, nature spirits out of the book. They're saying, okay, all right, cool. Okay, this is a long reading. nature spirits. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. The Hoodoo folks, so look into this for some of you that it resonates with. And also, you don't have to be Irish, Scottish, or any of that to be connected to fairies. I was just speaking personally for me. But there's different types of fairies in all type of cultures. So just do your research, okay? All right. So the Hoodoo folk, or hidden people of Iceland, are strange elf-like creatures who live in mounds. It is thought that Hoodoo folk can connect with humans through dreams, telepathy, and direct communication. However, most people are not able to see or communicate with them, so small, brightly painted wooden doors are placed in front of a rock formations or boulders. Wow, I was just talking about that, where Hoodoo folk are thought to live. Anyone who climbs on or disturbs the Hoodoo folk rock dwellings are said to experience bad luck. Damn. Well, there were no doors at the ones that I was breaking, you know what I'm saying? But they were boulders. Anyways, the Hoodoo folk might express their anger and dissatisfaction by causing natural disasters, crop failures, or illness in humans and livestock. However, when they are happy with humans, the Hoodoo folk can bless farmers with abundant crops, favorable weather, or smooth seas for sailing. See, I'm actually going to say this. They are in the fourth dimension, so they too have characteristics like humans. So unlike regular, archangels and angels, how they vibrate on a higher frequency, fairies have like that ego and that nice side. So they have duality just like us. They are the earth angels, okay? They are keepers of the earth. And Archangel Ariel, also look into her because she's coming through now too. She is the lioness of the angels. Her aura is pink, her color is pink, but she is the, keeper of the fairies. Like, she has her own group of fairies. Also, the goddess Bridget is coming through as well now. She too has, her own group of fairies, okay? So I just had to put that in there. And it's crazy because this page is on 68 and 69, and my mother was born in 1969. And I did say something about a mother, and we were talking about family. So some of you, there's something about your mom, okay? I just had to point that out. This is very, personal for me. This is one reading for Pisces that, I've talked a lot about myself, too. To connect with the Hoodoo folk or elves, go into a quiet place in nature, which you've got a lot of nature here in your reading, Pisces, a lot. You need to get grounded and embrace that inner child and that fantasy, the things that you used to believe when you were a child. You need to reconnect with that. Embrace it. Embrace nature spirits, elves, fairies, rock formations, nature rituals, charms, okay? Okay, now they want me to read Earth Magic too. Wow, this is a long reading. 333. Okay, I'm going to do it. All right. Go into a quiet place in nature, especially somewhere with boulders or rock formations. Sit quietly. Psychically protect yourself. Close your eyes and pay attention to what you feel. You may be surprised at what you experience. You may even see light orbs floating around you with your physical eyes or your mind's eye, hence your third eye. 333 on the clock. 33333, 3333. Be open to receiving messages from the Hoodoo folk. When you are ready to go home, respect the natural environment by thanking the local Hoodoo folk or elves. This is the main message for this card. Pay attention to what you see and sense when you are out in nature, particularly when you are around rock formations. As wild as it sounds, you are being called to connect with the nature spirits and elves in your area. Respect the wilderness as a home for beings seen and unseen. This card may suggest that someone doesn't want to be disturbed. Respect their space and let them come to you. So that could just be in, your waking everyday life. Like, this may be a message or suggest that someone doesn't want to be disturbed, okay? So, Earth Magic. Ooh, Earth Magic. All right. During the early Anglo-Saxon period, people were not able to read or write, so their history and knowledge were passed on through storytelling. They believed in supernatural creatures such as elves, dragons, and invisible lines of power that ran through everything on earth. Spirits lived in the trees, rocks, mountains, rivers, lakes, oceans, and ponds. So we have ocean that came out earlier too. Okay. In accord with these beliefs, the Anglo-Saxons used charms, symbols, talismans, herbal potions, precious stones, crystals, chants, and spells to protect them. People visited soothsayers, wise women, and cunning men for healing, predictions, potions, spells, and magical items. Cunning folk were highly respected and valued healers in the community. Take a look at your everyday rituals and charms. Find ways of bringing some magic into your daily routine. I said that earlier. Watch the sunrise or dip your toes in the ocean and invite the wonder and healing of nature to your world. Incorporate rituals into your spiritual practices. I just said this. Thank you, Spirit. Herbs, crystals, or natural remedies may hold an answer for you. Learn more about earth and water spirits and how you can connect with their energy in and around your environment. Go to a place in nature that draws you, such as a forest, mountain, river, or the sea. Once you feel you are at the right place, psychically protect yourself, quiet your mind, and meditate and focus on what you feel around you and what you see in your mind's eye. You may be surprised at the nature spirits you sense around you. This card may also be prompting you to make a talisman for yourself or to carry a protective crystal with you. I think that was one of the first freaking messages that I said when I seen charms or something. Like I said, protection. Okay, so since they brought up, the soothsayers, I feel like that's me. And I was called to bring my scrub on screen, but I forgot to. I do make certain products. I do, have certain oils that are blessed, activated with Reiki. I have certain alchemy kits as well. Okay. That is what I do, and I can start posting certain things about it. I have a dragon's blood oil video. There's a lot of different things that I have on my page that you just have to do some scrolling down and actually find it. But yes, so since we're talking about, this is the ancestor reading. So some of you, your ancestors are fairies. Your ancestors are coming through, letting you know, like, look, like you have angel ancestors that, lived here and then ascended into that, but also have always been here. And don't hesitate to reach out to me. Like I'm getting like cord cutting. Some of you have been interested or wanting to cut cords with somebody, some type of karmic work that you would like done, as well as the generational curses. I do protection work as well, because it did mention like spell work and things of that nature. I am of the light. I don't do, any sex magic or anything related to, like the dark arts. Not that it's bad, not that, I'm judging, but I just stick to the more healing aspect of magic, spells, things like that. And, I do love rituals with my partner, but that's because, I have the consent. There may even be some of you who somebody did a love spell on you. Since I'm bringing that up, your ancestors are bringing that up for me to say now. And that's what's keeping you bonded. And then we've got embrace your inner gypsy, freedom, fun, music. Yeah, so when I say freedom, and I'm talking about love spell, or maybe you yourself were dabbling in magic in the beginning of your spiritual journey and you did a love spell without even knowing it, because like there is a lot of red in this card. Yeah, some of you are also gypsies or come from a line of gypsies, and this is like, I'm getting past life energy as well. I recommend past life readings all the time. So we're at 40 minutes. Let's see, any final messages? Any final messages, Spirit? Crap. Hold on. Okay. Oh, and they want me to bring... Okay, so one thing again about me that I thought was so beautiful. So the street that I was conceived on, the street name where my parents conceived me was Crystal Rock Drive. I just think that is so dope, like growing up and actually finding that out, then having the Crystal Club as a young girl. Like, it's just, when spirit really shows you your life, like, and makes it all make sense, and it's so unbelievable and so humbling, and just like, it'll have you in awe. Okay, so the last two messages are back to the basics. Simplify, reduce, and center yourself. Focus on children. Didn't I say that earlier? Child. Some of you, pregnancy, birth, or adoption, okay? Yeah, so there are some mothers here. Do some protection work for children. I just heard ancestors say, get a guardian angel candle. Those are amazing for children, okay? Yeah, clear your mind and go back to the basics. Vision board, again, they're coming out with that. Simplify, reduce, and center. Yeah, what I'm getting to with this card, back to the basics, is stop going out, stop hanging out, 444 on the clock. Stop going out, okay? It's time to, we had rest earlier. It's time to shy away from the crowd, okay? If your friends want to go out, say, you know, I'm just going to stay back behind. I need to refocus myself. I need to ground myself. I need to get me together, okay? But you guys go on ahead. I still love you. You know, you can love people from a distance, okay? And I'm also getting, like, back to the basics is back to your ancestral line, back to where you came from, okay? Back to who you were put here to be, okay? Focus more on children, your children, like I said earlier, to help your inner child, okay? Yeah, so somebody's ancestor definitely, like, confirming you're a gypsy. You are a gypsy. And I did bring up nomad earlier, that gypsies were nomads. Embrace your inner gypsy. Some of you love to dance. Some of you love to sing, okay? You need to focus on simplifying your life, reducing negativity, and centering your mind, body, and spirit in alignment, okay? I would highly recommend Reiki. I recommend that to everyone I come into contact with, okay? And not just because I'm a Reiki master. It's because it changes lives, people. It makes your life worth living. It creates a quality of life, all right? And also, I feel like that's why Mother Earth is calling you to her too, because she wants to help heal your physical. Because I feel like there's been a lot of strain on your physical, possibly through childbirth, okay? Possibly through just taking care of everybody else and forgetting yourself. It's time to start taking care of yourself more. And your ancestors want you to call on them for support. The fairies, like, they're coming here like, hey, we're here, you know, what's up, 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 what's up. Okay, so they do want me to give you guys a affirmation to say for a specific chakra. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to leave you guys. Let's see what chakra, spirit, ancestors of the Piscean collective, what do you want me? Damn, that's 3, and they're all freaking crown chakras, which is the connection to the divine. Okay, so we have, you can repeat this out loud, write it down, or just say it in your head, okay? Selflessness. I am kind to all. I am aware that everything I do or say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. I develop an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and I put my heart into it. Spiritual awareness. When my mind sways negatively, I remind myself of love, truth, gratitude, and spirit. I am the observer of my thoughts, and I do not let them bring me down. I remind myself to have gratitude and acceptance for what is, and to have the courage of my convictions. I continuously pursue a clearer understanding of spiritual truths behind all that is and all that is unfolding. I ask myself, is what I'm thinking the truth, as it is having a positive or negative impact on my life? Last but not least, bliss. I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a free life of fear. Meditation is part of my life. That is all I'm getting for you, Pisces. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.